Welcome to True Crime with Strategic Eyes.
Strategic back again. What's going on, guys? Hope you guys had a great weekend so far. What is this? Today's Saturday? Oh my gosh, it's the last day I gotta go to work. I'm so happy. Oh, like when I'm doing a night shift and I get to this point, I am so exhausted because getting home at like 3 in the morning, going to sleep, waking up at 7 to get the kids ready for school. Saturday is like my best day because number one, I get to sleep in, which is something I can't do for the rest of the week. And number two, it's my last day of work and I finally get some time together. And guess what? Sunday and Monday, which are my days off, are always booked up because I only have those 2 days to do all the things I need to do as an adult that I can't do for the rest of the week because my day is filled with work. Isn't that all of our lives, ladies and gentlemen? You're like, Strategic, stop complaining. That's everybody's life, right? That's the burden of being an adult, right? But it still sucks. So anyway, I woke up this morning, slept in a little bit. I got home at like 3:30 in the morning, slept, woke up, saw that there was some new stuff that was dropped by a bunch of creators on Plunder, Docket, etc. And I took a look on Plunder's Patreon, which I'm a member of. I definitely encourage people to go be a member of her Patreon if you want to keep up with this Madeline Soto case and get some of these exclusive videos and audios, etc. I'm a member of that Patreon. I'm not being compensated for shouting around. I'm just giving you guys facts. I saw that she had some new audio and some new video. So first I got a little confused because when I clicked it, I saw this. And I was speed reading. I was like, we already saw this video. I was like, we didn't see this. I said, we already saw this. I saw this already. And then I didn't watch it. And then Aki was like, no, that is a new video. I guess like she just did like a clip or something, like an edit or something like that. I don't know, because I didn't watch it. I literally didn't watch it. I clicked the link that Aki showed me, sent to me, and I went to the Patreon, and I was like, oh, we already did this, but we didn't. So I don't know what we're going to see. I don't know if this is going to be probative or not. I'm not sure. But we're going to react to it together. What I do know, it's only 10 minutes and 17 seconds long, which is great because I have to go to work. So I can't give you guys a 2-hour show today. So I don't know what to expect. Many of you may have saw this already. I don't know if it's going to be probative. I don't know if it's going to be groundbreaking. But from what I'm told from Aki, you do see Jenn Soto's sister and you do see her father. And I'm eager to see what these people look like. I want to see the community that's supporting Jenn Soto. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not demonizing these people for supporting their loved one. That is, of course, their daughter. That is, of course, their sister. But their niece was killed, and anybody with 2 nickels of a brain to rub together would know that their daughter and their sister was negligent, in my opinion, in raising this child and protecting this child from a predator. So although I believe that I would still be supportive to a certain extent to my loved one, I'm not going to cut them off without them getting due process. I get it. Blood is thicker than water, guys. We got to think from their perspectives that this is their loved one. This is somebody they raised. This is somebody whose diaper they changed. This is somebody who they shared their first hug, kiss, cry, tears, smiles with. I get that. I still would be a little bit like, hey, I need you to go get some help. And I need you to acknowledge what you did wrong. If I'm going to support you, I can't just support you blindly. I need you to tell me and acknowledge what you did wrong. And maybe she did that behind closed doors. We'd never know. That's a family situation. So anyway, big shout out to everybody who's joining me today in this impromptu live. I just jumped right in. I literally made this live 5 minutes before going live, so we might not have a big crowd today, but it's all good, man. Catch me on a replay. When you catch it on a replay, please understand that the Strategic Eyes Show is being heavily moderated by YouTube. Most of my videos are being made to be not monetized, and when we appeal it, we often do win the appeal, but that's after peak viewing, and therefore we're not getting anything from YouTube, right? So it's becoming a volunteer endeavor and a passion or whatever, something, what do they call it? Like, what do they say when you're like it's like your passion or something you're doing for love? That's kind of where we're at right now. So if you want to help us, you want to help the Strategic Eyes Show, please do consider hitting the like button. Make sure that you comment something in the comment section, especially on the replay. Make sure you just tell me where you're calling from if you don't have nothing to add. If you don't have a comment about what you see on the screen, just say, hey, big shout out Strategic calling from Wyoming, hitting you up from Australia, hitting you up from Japan. Show us some love. Get us into that algorithm. Let's get that engagement going. And that being said, without further ado, Passion Project. W. Smith said it. Thank you. It's becoming a passion project. So please do support us so that it's not a passion project, so that we at least break even. We can keep coming back here, and I don't have to think about whether it's more fruitful for me to just go to work early and make overtime instead of taking the time to make these videos, because that's really what's swirling in my head due to the financial issues that YouTube is putting us through by not supporting our channel, by targeting our channel, by trying to silence our truth. And I'll give you this one last thing. When they do limit and demonetize your video, they do not put it in the algorithm. So then you end up not being seen by a wider audience. You end up only being seen by the 10 or 15% of people who are your subscribers that YouTube shows your video to. That's right. YouTube only shows your video to 10 to 15% of your subscribers. That's how they work. That's how their algorithm works. That's what they believe is effective on their platform. So help us fight this big behemoth who is holding us down. We've seen this happen before. Hopefully, the political tides will force these content posters to stop putting their thumb on the scale and deciding what you should consume and what you should believe. This should be free speech. But anyway, that being said, let's get started. I don't know what I'm going to see. This is a fresh reaction. I've not seen nothing more than this screen grab right here. Let's see what we got going on.
He didn't have a job. Couldn't hold a job.
Okay, that was interesting. Big shout out to Plunder. You could go check this out on Plunder's Patreon. So apparently, Jenn Soto's sister lives 5 miles away from Jenn Soto. So they're all in the same community pretty much. She's got her mother, her father, her sister. Everybody lives in the community. And that's important to me because I feel like Madeline was neglected. And Madeline didn't need to be neglected because Jenn Soto had a support structure around her. Madeline did not need to be neglected. I feel, it's my opinion, that Madeline was neglected, and I don't feel like she needed to be neglected because Jenn Soto had a support structure that could have helped her with this child. Let's keep going.
How's it going? Are you sis?
I like that open concept that when you walk in, it's like everything is right there. You walk into this big living room area and then you see the stairs to go upstairs. I kind of like that. I like the way, I don't really like houses that are like this aesthetically, like the design of the house, but the interior, I like how it's a wide open. Let's keep going. That's interesting.
Sister?
Yes.
I assume you are. You guys
Oh, they all look alike. She looked just like Jenn Soto.
look very similar.
Oh, yeah.
See, like I told you guys, I never watched this before. What's the first thing the cop said? You guys look very similar. They do. They look just alike.
So, whose van is that out there?
It's my dad's.
What is that? Just like a little...
It's like his traveler van, but he could open it for you.
Okay.
Oh, it's open. You can just let it out.
And Dad is all beat up, man, but he's getting older. I'm not talking crap about him. He's an older guy. I'll look like that. God willing, I'll be able to stand on my 2 feet like this guy when I'm his age. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely looks like, oh man, my back, I'm all messed up.
So when did you guys last hear from her?
I dropped her off at her house.
Be careful, Papa Smurf. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
Last night was her birthday party at my mom's house, and I dropped her off 8:30ish.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go back here because I'm talking about Papa Smurf, and the sister's actually giving some probative information as to her recollection of when she dropped off Madeline. When's the last time she saw Madeline? I don't want that to go over our head. So let's bring that back a little bit and let's hear what the sister has to say.
You can just let it out.
So when did you guys last hear from her?
I dropped her off at her house last night. Was her birthday party at my mom's house, and I dropped her off 8:30ish.
Yeah.
So Saturday night, she was hanging out with me.
No recent arguments with family members or friends, or
As far as I know,
no boyfriends or anything like that.
I don't think so. No.
Now, to see that van that the father has, that's a very expensive van. I mean, I'm not clocking the guy's finances, but those vans are very expensive. Now, it looks like he might have it configured like a camper. If he does, then those are very expensive. If it's just a work van, then it doesn't have to be that expensive. But the way it looks like it's one of those that are configured like a camper, and those things are very expensive. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, that's a nice setup.
Yes. Yo, that is a 6-figure van. He has it configured like a camper. I had like a fetish with those things. Like I wanted to get a camper, and like it just made sense because sometimes I have to spend the night at work. I was like, yo, I want to do the outdoors thing. I want to go camping outdoors. It's something I'm interested in, but also I could use it. Like if I have a hot case and I have to spend the night or two at work, because sometimes when we get stranger rapes and that rapist is out there and we can't find him and it's like he's looking for more victims, we can't go home. We have to work around the clock. So rather than sleeping in my chair at work, I was like, yo, it's a fantasy of mine to have a camper van. I could just go and sleep in the van and continue the search for this stranger raper. But yeah, this is very expensive. There's a lot of money for that setup that he has right there. Let's keep going.
Was there any updates? Do you know?
No, not that I know. Orange County is the one working everything, so I don't know what all they're doing. They just sent us out to their house to see if she maybe walked back, came back, or what's going on. So she said that you guys live close by, so I figured.
Guys, please do me a favor and hit that like button. There's a lot of people who are watching this live. We just scheduled it 2 seconds ago. I appreciate you guys coming and joining me without advance notice, but we really need your support to hit that like button. We would not ask. Strategic does not like to beg. It's not my personality. I would not ask unless it was imperative to the survival of this channel. We need the like buttons. We need engagement so we can be exposed to a wider audience. We please implore you to show us that love. Let's
Figured I'd come out here and talk with you guys. Check the house if you guys are okay with that. So if you guys want to show me a little tour.
Yeah, somebody said in the comment section, that's definitely a Mercedes Sprinter van, and it's converted into a camper. Very expensive. Very expensive. 6 figures.
The time is 9:09. It is March 13th, 2024.
So that was very short. So now I guess that's the beginning. So I guess they went to the sister house first. Nothing much probative there, except for the sister telling us, basically putting on a record when the last time she saw Maddie, that she drove Maddie home at 8:30-ish, and then the father said that he saw her on Saturday, right? So then I guess it now switches over to the video that we've already seen, which is Jenn Soto's house, or the dad's house. I don't know if both of these houses belong to the father. It appears that the father and the mother are very successful and have some money. I don't know what they do for them. I think the mother runs an insurance business. I think she owned that insurance business. Somebody, please do correct me if I'm wrong. I can't know everything. You know, some information is just not important to me, at least at the time that I got it. And knowing what the grandmother did wasn't something that was important to me. But I believe the grandmother either worked for or owns an insurance business. I don't know what the father does, but apparently it looks like he owns a lot of property. But anyway, yep, says the mother owns the insurance business. One of my members, I Am Me, showed that love. And my mind's eye tells me in the back of my memory that is 100% correct. And Ginger Snaps agrees with that as well. So now I guess they left from over there, and now they're going to go to the video that we've all seen already. We'll play for a little bit. And then I want to see at what point do we hear from this friend that says that he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a job. Let's keep going.
Myself, Detective Morris, Detective Pinnell, reference to case number 24001896.
Oh, okay. So I think there's some edits here. So I think that's like an edit of going towards where Madeline Soto used to live before she was dearly departed. And I think she just cut that, and now it's going to the audio. So we're not going to see that video. I thought we was going to see the video at Jenn Soto's residence, but we're not going to see that. I think we're going to listen to the audio now. So now let's listen to the audio.
And we're going to be interviewing Sylvana, Sylvana Vester.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to put some extra.
Oh, I see what's happening. See, Plunder does this a lot. And listen, I'm a big fan of Plunder. I want to be like her. I'm not telling her how to do business, but I am a fan as well. And she sometimes puts audio onto video that's not related. It is what it is. I'm just happy to have the information. So that's what's happening right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this off the screen and bring it to me because it's confusing to me to see video that doesn't match audio. So big shout out to Plunder. Please go to her channel and check that out. That's her style. That's what she does. It is what it is. I do a lot of things you guys don't like. It is what it is, you know. But big shout out to Plunder. Please go to her Patreon. Check this out so you can hear that audio. We're going to watch it right now. We're going to listen to it, but I'm not going to play the video because it's very confusing to me to see video that doesn't match with audio. So let's listen to the friend who's going to talk about Stephen Stearns. I haven't heard this before. This is a fresh reaction. Let's do it.
No, that's okay. That's good. I appreciate you talking to us. So, like I said, I'm the one that's investigating the death of Miss Maddie Soto. We received a tip this morning via our department, which led me out here saying you may or may not know the family or have somewhat of a history of the family.
I knew her a long time ago. She probably when she was like eight-ish.
And this is Maddie or
Maddie and Jenn.
Okay.
And sometimes we would go hiking with her in Lake Lizzie. It wasn't so much me, but my partner. And
at the reserve over there?
Yeah, Lake Lizzie. Mm-hmm. Right. And I mean, everything seemed normal.
How long have you known Jenn?
Audio. I mean, maybe a year or two. I'm gonna say I don't. You know, I wasn't the one who was primarily involved. I mean, I met Maddie, right? I met her, and she was a sweet kid. Do you want to go on? I don't. Do you want to for the sun? Do you want to?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind.
Seems like it's like daytime when this is happening. Yeah, very interesting. Somebody said they're wondering how the family gets all this money. I think they get it from working hard. You know, we may not like the actions of the daughter, but these are regular Americans. These are hardworking people. There's no evidence these people are doing anything untoward. They're working hard. That's how they're getting their money. You know, I don't particularly like when people clock other people's money, but it is what it is. Let's keep going.
My break. Yeah, there we go. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's hard to.
Yeah. It's like right in my face.
So maybe I'd say a year or two, and that's just off of memory.
Mm-hmm.
And then she hooked up with that guy.
Okay.
Stefan. And I, again, just trying to remember, we probably knew them maybe another 4 to 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we didn't like him.
You didn't like Stefan, or why not?
He was a scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
We knew.
She said he's a scumbag. Wow. I hope she explains, because when people use language like that, I usually will then follow up, what makes you say he's a scumbag? You know, that's alarming to me. You gotta make that make sense for me. Please hit that like button. We have over 300 people watching this live and only 127 likes, and all I'm doing is playing an interview about Jenn Soto's former friend talking about Stephen Stearns. There's nothing controversial here that you should not agree with. Hit that like button, please, and support the channel. So I'm definitely going to ask that follow-up question as well. What makes you think that he's a scumbag? What made you feel that way? So let's see if this detective does that.
You didn't like Stefan, or why not?
He was a scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
We knew. Not that he would do that.
Right.
Never. I never had that, But he didn't have a job.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't hold a job.
Why does he talk like that? He didn't have a job. He couldn't hold a job. I thought that was like some funny thing that Plunder did. No, that lady really said that like that. He didn't have a job. He couldn't hold a job. Let's bring that back.
Never. I never had that, But he didn't have a job. Couldn't hold a job. Was proud about painting these stupid little plastic soldiers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. I was just like, I resented that he got, I don't know how he.
She said little plastic soldiers. Yo, she is roasting him. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's a big thing for some adult males. It's called a Warhammer 40K. I actually like the lore of Warhammer 40K. It's like a board game that has like a whole like multimedia billion-dollar franchise behind it with cartoons, movies, all kinds of stuff, comic books you can read. It's all about like sci-fi, war, fiction, aliens, all that stuff. I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big, huge fan of Warhammer. I don't collect things. I have actually had Warhammer figurines that I painted with my son. He still loves it. He's like, Daddy, can you buy some more figurines so we can paint them together? That's like our little thing when we do it. But there are adults that are, you can just call them nerds. It is what it is. Who are really deeply into this. Like, it's big. It's huge for them. And there's a big market where you can make a lot of money painting these figurines. And I think that Stephen Stearns did that. He painted them and he sold them and made some money. Big shout out to Brandy Paris says, finally caught alive with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. First super chat for the live. Thank you so much for breaking that barrier and breaking bread with us. We appreciate you. So Stephen Stearns dealt with Warhammer 40K. And this lady was like, yo, he's painting those stupid soldiers. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's go.
God, I was just like, I resented that he got, I don't know how he stayed alive. Most of us have to work.
Right.
And I resented that. I resented.
She said she resented how he was able to stay alive when the rest of us have to go out to work. Wow. That's gangster. Big shout out to all the tinfoil hat fans. Don't worry, the tinfoil going to come out soon. When them JFK files and that Martin Luther King files come out, when Trump drops that, he said that he signed the executive order to release those files. We are bringing the tinfoil hat back out. You be patient, people. It's coming. Let's keep going.
Right? So that he had the time to do that. But anyway, but I hardly ever talked to him. So like that was, we were like.
Where did you meet Jenn? And
my partner's colleague knew her in high school.
Okay.
Something like that. Like, was it Michelle knew Jenn in high school? I guess they went to, But I didn't know Michelle that well either. This is all,
Right.
All right, so she's not really a like close friends, but I think she got kind of cool on her own. We'll see if she says that. But right now it seems like, third degree of separation kind of thing. But big shout out to, wow, you guys are starting to get generous. I appreciate you. Big shout out to Zulik Kolowski with a 5-gift membership. 5-gift membership. So everybody who's lucky enough to get those memberships, please do thank Zulik for being so generous and so kind to the Strategic Eyes Show, and generous and so kind to you, because now you will get access to exclusive content. And let me just throw this out there for you guys real quick. When people give gift memberships, they do not give the 99 cents tier, the recruit tier. They give the patrol tier. So you get access to stuff when you get a gift membership that people who are on the recruit tier do not have access to. If I could give gift recruit memberships, I would just buy like 50 gift memberships, $50, and just one day give you guys a big old gift. But that's not the case. Google only allows you to give gift memberships at a higher tier. So the people who get those gift memberships are very lucky because they get access to almost everything. So big shout out to you, Zulik. Thank you for being so generous. All right, let's keep going.
Right, her friends. So I think so. Then they moved, I believe. I think they moved north, but I'm not sure. He found a job. So they left, and I thought. So then, Courtney tells me that they had to move back. I guess he lost his job. I don't know. And I thought they had split up at that point. Honestly, I thought they had split up. And I know Courtney said at that point they were having some issues. And Courtney said to Jenn, leave him. You know, you don't do that. Right? You don't usually interfere in somebody's business like that.
right.
But he was pretty bad enough that she was like, leave him.
Wow.
Now, we didn't. So we hardly knew, you know, them once he entered their life.
Gotcha. Did they ever?
So classic predator behavior. Classic predator behavior. If we get up to 250 likes, I'm going to give some gift memberships. I got to bribe you guys today. I don't know what's going on, what's in the weather. People's like button fingers are stuck or something. It's frozen. It is cold up here. Super cold. But if we get to 250 likes, I will give a gift membership. And we don't have much show left, guys, because it's going to be a short one. We got like 3 minutes left on this video, and then I'm going to bloviate for a little bit, and then we're going to get out of here. So we don't have a lot of time left. We get up to 250. We have almost 400 people watching. We get up to 250. We will give some gift memberships. Now, classic predator behavior, ladies and gentlemen. Isolation. Isolation. The moment Stephen Stearns got into her life, what begins happening? She starts to get isolated from her friend group. Now, this works both ways. This shows that they were in a controlling and abusive type relationship to a certain extent. But what it also shows is that Jenn Soto, as much as she likes to paint herself as this person who doesn't have any sensibilities, who's so woe is me, so poor me, so mentally ill, it shows that Jenn Soto had normal social interactions. She's not as oblivious and mentally ill as she'd like to paint herself to be. She had normal social interactions. She had a large friend group. She was not isolated and just sleeping in her bed all day, hopping herself up on drugs. That's not what Jenn Soto was doing. Jenn Soto was social. Jenn Soto had friends that cared about her. She had a large friend group. She had a very big family that lived very close to her. All of the things she's trying to paint herself as now is not the reality of who Jenn Soto was. She's purposely painting herself that way so that we could believe that she's just this abused, isolated person that nobody was there to help her. She was all by herself, dealing with her mental illness, dealing with a teenager that had mental illness, and dealing with a predator underneath her nose that she had no idea was a predator. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But let's keep going.
Ever spend any time out here? Have they ever come here to visit?
She did come. Maddie came, not him. He never came here.
Okay.
We would never. I mean, I'm telling you, not like that guy. She came here a couple times because they would hike and sometimes just get a drink or something, and before they left or something like that. But I couldn't tell you how often. You know. So
did Jenn come out here with Maddie too?
Yeah.
Okay. But Stephen never came out here.
No.
Not even sitting out in the car or anything like that.
No. Courtney didn't like him.
Did she let it known to Jenn that she didn't like him?
So is Courtney her friend or is Courtney her lover? I'm just trying to figure out. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to understand the relationship dynamic between this friend and Courtney. You know, somebody clarify in the chat, because some of you guys have listened to this like 3-4 times already. So maybe you got a better gauge on the things that I'm going to miss because I'm only listening to it for the first time and I'm also reacting to it. But like, what is the dynamic between this lady that's being interviewed and Courtney, who is the person who's actually closer to Jenn Soto? So Courtney is her partner. But what does that mean? Like, people use these terms and I'm getting old, you know, like partner can mean we're business partners. It can mean that we're friends. Like, to me, in my world, Courtney's my lover. That means that we're in a relationship. Courtney's my partner. That could mean that we share tax, you know, W-2s and W-4s together because we got a business together. So somebody said girlfriend, lover. All right, cool. You know, like, come on, man. It's too many different terminologies going around here. Let's just start talking like back in the 80s again. You know what I mean? Courtney's my girlfriend. All right, now we know. You know? Let's keep going.
I'm not sure at first.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Right. I do know that once they were having issues, she told them.
She kind of let her.
Oh, yeah.
Know her opinion.
Yeah, oh, yeah. But I don't know at first, you know, because, you know, not really something appropriate to usually say to somebody.
Yeah,
right. So.
Exactly.
Ironically, they found her body in the Demix property.
Yeah, that's why we're kind of concerned, especially knowing that you lived out here, that he might have been out here at some point.
So now I see. Remember, I'm reacting to this code, guys. I have not seen this before. I've not heard Plunder's take. I have not read about it. I saw this morning when I woke up this morning, guys. So now I get it. This is the friend that's in St. Cloud. This is the friend in St. Cloud. Now I get it. We're almost at 250, guys. 214 likes, over 400 people watching the stream. Remember, when we get to 250 likes, I will be dropping tons of gift memberships. I will show a love and throw out some gift memberships. So please do get us to 250. So now I get it. This is the lady from St. Cloud. Let's keep going.
Or
Oh no.
Not really has no ties to St. Cloud.
Yeah.
So.
See, there we go.
But does that actually do anything? Like, does that push forward the investigation in any way?
I mean, it could. Any little bit helps,
I mean, but no, he was never here.
Okay.
Never. Not that I know of. No.
When do you think the last time Jenn was out here with Maddie?
Oh God. I don't know that it's got to be years. I mean, it's years. I don't, because like I said, she was probably 8 or 9. I'm gonna guess.
So people in the chat, I haven't verified this myself. Once again, I have not verified this myself, but I just want to read it out there. IME says Jenn lied about Stephen Stearns going hiking with them and knowing people in that area. Jenn told Maddie, I guess she meant to say took Maddie to that area. Now I believe I heard, and I have to verify it, but I do remember, if I'm not mistaken, Jenn saying that he would go out there with her. But this lady saying he never came. They're saying, yo, he never came. We didn't like him. We didn't have him at our house. At least that's what I remember her saying just now. So which one is it? Now, it's possible Jenn could have brought him out there and they could have not gone to these people's house. And so Jenn would be telling the truth. Like, they don't have to go to these folks' house every time they go to St. Cloud. But it doesn't appear that Jenn was being honest. But let's keep going. Fuentes Fitness with a $3 super chat. Thank you so much for this super sticker, rather. Thank you so much for the support. Let's keep going. Let's get to 250 so we could drop those free memberships. Come on. 250 for the free memberships. We're almost there. We're like 12 away. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Just to remember, but years. That
Gotcha.
time.
Okay.
That would be.
Okay. No worries.
She's not. Yeah, I didn't even know they were together. And I sure as heck didn't know that he was doing the things he did.
Right.
I hope you didn't know.
I can't believe.
Because if you know, if you knew, you had to call the cops. So we know you know that you did not know. Big shout out to Lisa Bird with a $3 super sticker. Thank you so much. You guys are being so generous today. We appreciate it. Thank you.
That nobody did anything. But yeah, I don't know what. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what he was doing around. I have no idea what brought him here, because he wasn't. It's not his area. He never went hiking. That I know of. Never anything. So I don't know.
So she said he never went hiking. So she kind of has intimate knowledge of how these guys operated. But we did see a video. We see a picture, though, of Madeline walking, and it looks like they're hiking, and he's behind her. So I don't know. I mean, how can she know that he never went hiking? I don't know how she could know that. Listen, I would love to be able to say that Jenn Soto's lying, because you guys know how I feel about Jenn Soto. Jenn, I know you watch my show. I don't know that. But I know you watch my show, Jenn. But I got to be fair to you. Even though I think you're a terrible mother, I have to be fair to you. I can't just assume things that it's not quantifiable based off of the information that we have. I don't know if this lady could know that Stephen Stearns never went hiking in St. Cloud with Jenn Soto. I just don't know if she could know that. Listen, Foxy Amazon just got a phone call from Stephen Stearns, and he had a message for the Strategic Eyes show. Let's see if we can read that. It's okay. What do we have? Oh, okay. Foxy says, Stephen Stearns would like for us to know, for us to don't be janky, meander over to the like button and smash it. That's a message from Stephen Stearns from prison right now. Meander over to the like button and smash it. Thank you so much, Foxy. Please put $10 on Stephen Stearns' books for me, guys. Tell him he can get some beef jerky candy for me, all right? Whatever, I'm talking mad-ish. Big shout out to Jamie Peace with a $2 super sticker. Big shout out to Faye with a $5 super sticker. And Jamie Pease gave 3 gift. Oh, no, actually, no, she didn't give gift memberships, but she's a member for 3 months. So thank you so much, Jamie. All right, so we're at 262 likes, guys. Appreciate you. We're going to drop those gift memberships momentarily. Let's let her finish out.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything else? No. All right.
So somebody corrected me, and I appreciate that. Somebody said that those are photos of them walking on a boardwalk at the beach. That's not hiking. Yes, that's the video I was talking about. So I guess there is no evidence that he went hiking. Very interesting. Thank you so much, Susan Furvich. Appreciate that. And Gorgeous George with a $5 super chat says, Jen told SS to take Maddie to Lake Lizzie. She is the one who knew about it, and the gator's not him. She said as much to Detective Kevin. Thank you for adding that as well, Gorgeous George. Let's keep going.
Did you tell me the truth the whole time? We just have to ask. Anytime we interview somebody, we have to ask. Okay.
As far as my memory can recall.
Gotcha.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him,
Okay. All right, Miss Fester, thank you so much for your time. Sorry to bother you on a Wednesday.
All right. Big shout out to Plunder for getting that video. It seems like the whole community is pitching in. This other young lady, the allegedly lady, was able to get the other video. This is pretty good because, it seems like they're gatekeeping over there in Florida. They're releasing what they want to release when they want to release it. I get it. It is what it is. But there's a lot more to this case. And we want to figure it out. Let me see. I want to get a gift membership. That's what I'm kind of like meandering right now for. I want to get us that gift membership. Here. Gift membership. How do you do that? All right. Membership gifting. Perfect. And all right. 3, 2, 1. Gift memberships. Enjoy, guys. Whoever's lucky enough to get it, members, at random. We're not choosing who gets the membership. It's totally at random. Please do enjoy the gift memberships that has just been teleported your way. Before we get out of here, though, it's 12:46. I got a little bit of time. I want to get out of here by 1300. We got a $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Shout out and big thanks for covering this case. Thank you. I want to go ahead and definitely turn it over to a call-in show before we get out of here. So let me go ahead and get this going real quick. Let's set everything up. All right. Pull this down. Software up. Aki, throw the phone number inside of the chat for me, please. That phone number in the chat so we could start this call-in show. Guys, please do call in. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you think about this or whatever. Want to know what you think about this or whatever. 278 likes. Thank you so much, guys. 11 new members to the show. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. For all the new members, congratulations. And almost 500 people. Well, we're down, or almost 400 people, rather. Please do support the channel. Welcome to the Strategic Guys Show, everyone who's watching this for the first time. And make sure that if you just bumped into this live stream, do not leave this stream without hitting the subscribe button, guys. We give a voice to the voiceless. Let's get this going. Let me go ahead and get the number. Aki's a little slow with it today. It's okay. Usually, always on point. There she goes. She got it before me. 518-639-6283. 518-639-6283. Let me drop it as well. Boom. We'll go ahead and pin this message. All right, got our first call. Welcome to the Strategic Guys Show. Caller, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hi, it's Michaelina from Pennsylvania.
How you doing? Welcome.
I'm doing good. I'm also Gorgeous George.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for being generous.
So I just, oh, my pleasure. I just wanted to expand a little on Lake Lizzie and Stefan and the fact that this woman had just corroborated he had never been hiking out there with Jenn and Maddie. So Jenn is the one who knew about Lake Lizzie. She was the one that was afraid that gators were gonna get to poor Madeline's body. And so why would Stefan had no reason to drive down that way. to dispose of Madeline's body.
So
So
why do you
who
think
would
she
have
went
told
down there?
him?
Why do you think she
I
went down
think
there?
I think he went down there because Jenn said, "Hey, look, there's a lake with gators. You've never been there. No one is going to connect you to St. Cloud and Lake Lizzie, but we need to get rid of this body,
Oh,
and
the
that's where you can take her." And
plot
the flat
thickens.
tire is the only thing that stopped him from completing their mission.
So you believe that Jenn was complicit in the cover-up at the very least?
I
And
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not the act itself, the cover up at
Okay.
least.
Okay. Listen, I mean, like I said, we are very transparent on this show that we believe that Jenn Soto should be arrested for something, and that I do
Yes.
not trust Jenn. I will say that there's no
No.
evidence of that right now. There's no evidence.
Right. We're allegedly
but
speculating.
that's right. But I will say that based off of her character so far in this case, sitting here like the rest of you folks, watching
Yep.
her with our own eyes, speak to detectives in
Yep.
our own ears and say things like, do I have to press charges on him right now? What if I don't want to press
Right.
charges on him now? Can I press charges later? Or the sex wasn't evil, but the murder was evil. Stuff like, I'm paraphrasing, of course. I would not put nothing past Jenn unless I have evidence against it, proving that it's
Yeah.
not what it is. So it is what it is.
Be-
I can't say that
Being
that's a
able
bad
to
theory.
talk about dumping a body, like who talks about their deceased daughter, and you can say, I don't know where you would stash a body or dump a body. Like that is your daughter, ma'am. That's
Right.
not a body.
Right. I can't
Yeah.
put them past her. Anything else before I let you go?
No, thank you so much. Enjoy your Saturday and
Thank
have
you.
a good next 2 days off.
Appreciate you. Hope my
Take
day
care.
is, you have a good one. Hope my day isn't busy when I get to work. That's the thing. Like, it's so much goes into these investigations. What's going on, Cola? Welcome to the Strategic Eyes Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Oh, hi, Strategic. I'm Crystal, and I'm calling from California,
All right. What part of California?
like northern LA County.
All right, what's your zip code? Just joking. Don't tell me. I'm teasing you. Do not say that. Okay. So what's going on?
Like,
What
north of the fires.
Oh, well, good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Big shout out to Aki real quick. Before you continue, call, I just got to shout out Aki. You guys know Aki is my right-hand person. Aki just gave a 5-gift membership out of her own pocket, guys. So congratulations to everybody who are taking part in that gift membership. So, caller, what are you calling for? What do you got going on?
Well, I know that what I'm about to say is very dark,
Okay.
but I have been a follower of
I will just
true
say
crime
this.
for a very.
I will say this.
I'm gonna be careful.
We're talking about a little girl who has lost her life. We do straight talk here, but we do straight talk with reason. So go ahead.
Yeah, I just well, yeah. Now you scared me. But there's been cases. If you think of the one in Texas of the mother Michelle Martins.
Don't know about that one, but go ahead.
There's very bad mothers out there, and I think that that's what Jennifer Soto is. So I believe she's 100% complicit, and I believe she's letting Stefan go down all by himself.
So Jennifer Martin, you said? What's the name you said?
Michelle Martin.
I'm sorry. Jennifer's on my brain. Michelle Martin.
Martin.
Well, just tell us what she did. I mean, listen, I don't want you to be afraid to express yourself. I just wanted to keep that in the back of your head that let's have the dignity of Madeline in the back of our head. But I mean, a crime happened, so please do express yourself.
Yeah.
What is the similarities between these two people? What did Michelle Martin do that makes you think she's like Jenn Soto?
She would specifically date men to have relations with
her daughter?
her
Okay.
children.
Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's all right. I got you. All right. I mean, it's possible. It absolutely is possible. It is possible.
Yeah,
I don't think that it's on the level of this Martin lady. I don't know who she is, but just from what you said, it seems like that was a serial thing. I don't think that Jenn Soto serially brought men into her life to abuse Maddie. I don't think that there are multiple men that have abused Maddie. We've seen a taste of some of the men that Jenn Soto has had in her life, and by most accounts, they're decent guys, except for Stefan Stearns, right? So I believe though, that you're onto something, that there's a possibility that she allowed Stephen Stearns to have access to Maddie in order to keep him around.
Yeah, like she has a proclivity to some odd kinks.
It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's just awful.
I just don't feel like, and these are just my opinions, I just don't feel like you could live in the same house with this guy, and these things, you could just happen to be the only parent that any of us know of who will allow their boyfriend to sleep with their daughter on a consistent basis. This is out her mouth. I'm not making this up. She says this in interrogation. We could all hear it ourselves. Go on Plunder Channel, go on Grizzly. You can hear it for yourself. And not know that these things are happening. I just don't think that she did not know it didn't happen. It's my opinion, though. Anything else before I let you go, caller?
I just want to say that I think you're awesome, and I love seeing things through your eyes and your experience, and I want you to keep sharing with us.
Oh, man, I'll keep coming here, man. I appreciate you. It's kind of hard because YouTube is not very fair to my channel, but it is what it is, It is what it is. As long as I have people like you who are willing to support me, I'll keep coming. I'll just keep coming. All right, guys?
Okay.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Got another call coming in. What's going on, caller? Welcome to the CGI Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, nice. And what's your name? Whatever name you want to give.
I don't want to.
No, you can give a fake name. It's okay.
Jersey.
All right, Jersey. And the reason why we ask that is when we timestamp, I've started to do it, and moving forward, I will put Jersey from Fort Lauderdale. So you guys are under no obligation to tell us anything real about you, but we just want to show the different callers so that people can get skipped through. All right, so what do you got for me, Jersey? What's happening?
I just want to know what is the deal with the police in Orlando. Like I have family in law enforcement up there, and just given the history of what's happened there with the other cases, with the Casey, Anthony, I just don't understand why are they not investigating mothers. First of all, she's not a mother. Jennifer is not a mother. She's a bag of potatoes. She's acting. She's a good actress. She's acting very dumb, but she knows what she's doing. She's very calculated, and I think that she's using this to try to hide the fact that she was involved. She had to be involved, and I get frustrated because I'm like, I can't believe that they cannot find any evidence. Like, what kind of evidence do they need? What do they need? Other people have been arrested for less.
Well, I think that first of all, big shout out to the person who sent me a Cash App. Thank you so much. Now, to adjust what you're saying, I think that the police in that area are undertrained. I think that they did documented missteps that we can call upon, but I don't think that they deserve all of the blame. I think some of this blame should be put on the prosecutors because all police do is collect facts. We're fact finders. That's it, right? We have seen the police collect documented facts. Like if Jenn Soto gives one statement to one cop and then gives another statement to another cop and those statements contradict, the police have done their job. They've shown that Jenn Soto was not honest, right? It's up to the prosecutor to take that information and do something with it. It's up to the prosecutor to say, I want you to arrest this person, and police don't just arrest everybody. So a prosecutor can tell us whether they want us to arrest the person or not. So if the prosecutor's like, I would like to do a deal with this person, or I want to give this person immunity to see what they have to say, they could tell the cops, don't arrest her for falsifying, a official document or for obstruction of justice or whatever the charge is down there for filing a false police report, whatever it may be, whatever the charge is. Prosecutors say don't arrest her. So the police, as inept as they are down there from some of the things that they did, they have collected enough evidence to charge Jenn Soto with something. But it's William J. and his crew who are deciding not to take the criminal route with her. And that's where I believe the most of the blame lies with the Osceola County District Attorney, County Attorney. That's where I'm blaming.
I got well, that's where we need to focus on is getting calls out there and finding out what the hell's going on with the prosecutors.
Right.
Maybe they're just too busy. I mean, this kind of reminds me of the Naziah Harris case too.
Right.
Like, why the prosecutors shut the case down? Like, they're not investigating anyone else, and there's so much out there with the family.
Yeah. Like I said, when I covered Naziah Harris, I said each one of those children should be brought to an institution because they need to be removed from that family, period. A lot, the whole thing with CPS, Child Protective Services, is to keep families together. And so if they're going to remove you from grandma or mom, they want to put you with uncles or grandparents or somebody else. They want to put you with your kin, whoever that may be. No, this family is so diabolical. They need to be removed out of that family's custody, period, put into an institution, a foster home. And then each one of those kids needs to be forensically interviewed by a psychiatrist, not a social worker, not a volunteer, by a medical board-certified psychiatrist, and they need to get to the bottom of all the abuse that has happened in this family. And I think that's the only way we'll get to the bottom of it. But you're right. It doesn't appear that they are looking to get anybody else but Jarvis Butts. Anything else before I let you go?
No, but thank you so very much for your work. I really enjoyed your channel. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Have a great day. All right. Hey, what's going on, caller? Welcome to the Strategic Eyes Show. What is your name and where are you calling from? Oh, it's the person hung up. All right. So the line is open again. If you want to call back, please do. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the Strategic Eyes Show. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, I'm Jay, and I'm calling from Georgia.
Is this Jay Williams? Jay
Williams.
No. I'm sorry for talking all that shit about you, man. I apologize, man. I'm pleading the fifth right now. Welcome, Jay. What's happening, buddy?
It's good. I don't know if you've probably seen me. I have come on your channel before as a Bazard, but I usually am on with Allegedly Speculating's channel.
As a Badger? What's that? That's your name or something like that?
Yeah, that's what I go by. But
Okay.
I feel like I have commented on your channel before. I don't know if you responded back, but I usually am on her channel speculating.
Okay, cool. So what's going on? What you got for me?
So you were just discussing with the former caller previously, but I want to get with you with do you think the detectives, and of course I know you're getting on the DA, which thumbs up I'm doing, I agree with you, but do you think the detectives failed more on certain parts of their interactions with Potato, as some of us call her, with the moment when she commented about the Woody Allen situation, and also with, I'm sorry, I'm very funny. It's really the Woody Allen one. Do you think they should have pressed on her more about the Woody Allen comment after they showed her the photos of, unfortunately, Maddie being abused by dumbass Stinky Stearns?
Well, there are two interviews that were done on Jenn Soto. Well, there were multiple interviews, but two that really stood out to me. I have to go back and listen to the Woody Allen one. Whatever interview that was done by Detective Kevin, that's what we call him on this show. We think that, I believe, based off of my experience being a detective and conducting numerous interrogations throughout my career, that Detective Kevin did an amazing job. I think he did great. There is a certain line that these detectives have to straddle before the interview becomes a non-custodial and custodial. If it becomes too antagonistic and, how should I say, where you're pointing a finger at the person, you're kind of like saying that they're guilty of something, that becomes custodial and you have to read them their rights. So I think that Detective Kevin did a good job balancing that. Now, I am not a fan of the interrogation techniques and the way that Jenn Soto and Stephen Stearns were questioned by the Kissimmee Police Department detectives. So Detective Kevin worked for the Sheriff's Department. I think he did an excellent job. And these other guys worked for Kissimmee Police. I think they did a terrible job. And I know you are from the Allegedly Young Ladies channel, so you may not check me out as much, but we went in hard on that and broke down those interrogations, and they were some of the worst interrogations that I've ever heard in my career, especially the last one with Stephen Stearns before he lawyers up inside the interrogation room. First of all, just to let you know, if he did give a confession in that room, a defense attorney would have been able to make a good case at getting that confession thrown out. And let's see, are you in law enforcement? Do you have any law enforcement background, or do you know a lot about true crime?
Yes, I have relatives in law enforcement as well.
All right. So what would be, I'll give you a clue. What about the whole setup of Stephen Stearns being in that interrogation room? Would a defense attorney be able to argue that he was treated cruelly and therefore his statement should be thrown out? It doesn't mean it worked, but what would they argue? And if you don't know, it's okay.
The only thing I could say and see would be if they could say they were trying to lead him to suggest that some sort of crime committed when the moments when they were basically getting on, I'm brainstorming right here, the moment where they started digging in a little bit more with the photos and certain aspects of them, where they didn't specifically say yet that we found the CP stuff, but the only thing I can say is maybe his lawyer would say, like, well, they were leading him on to say something that he might have known or had.
Nah, you could lead people.
Content.
You could lead people. You could deceive them. You could do whatever you want. The amount of time they had him in that room just sitting there. Just had him sitting there. They didn't say he was under arrest or nothing. They just had him sitting there with the door locked. He could have said, I felt like I couldn't leave. He could say, I was in there. It was so cruel. I needed to pee. They only gave me one thing to drink, and I was thirsty. I was scared. I felt intimidated. These are things they could have argued. Now, would it work? Maybe not. Probably not. But they left him in there too long. But let me go to another caller. I hope I answered your question. I appreciate you for joining me. You are amazing. And hopefully you'll come over here and spend more time with us. Not taking anything away from allegedly either. Do both.
Oh, no. Thank you. Appreciate that.
See you later. All right. Welcome to Strategic Guy Show. What's going on, caller? What is your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Fuerte Fitness. I'm just calling from North Dakota, actually.
So what's up? You be working out or something?
Yeah, I work out a lot.
You got like a fitness channel, or you just got to let everybody know that you got a six-pack, huh?
No, I have my channel. It's just I do jujitsu and
You
I
do
just
jiu-jitsu. Plug the channel.
Yeah.
What's the channel?
It's Fuerte Fitness.
Fuente,
like, if
so
you follow
everybody
them.
click on Fuente Fitness channel so you can watch her kick dude's
That's
ass.
so embarrassing.
Karate kicking people, man. Listen, you can't beat me. I'm from Harlem. We do Harlem Kung Fu. We throw chairs at you. I'm not letting you 2 feet next to
snap.
me.
Yeah, I can't even get close enough for my jujitsu.
There you go. So what you got for me, Fuentes? And thank you for supporting the channel for so long. We appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, by the way, too. I love listening to your show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this might be like old. I don't know. It's like old, I guess, but it's something that's been like on my mind for a while, and I just wanted to get your perspective on it.
Okay.
Remember that hidden true crime interview with the Stearnses?
Yeah, I never. I'm not gonna lie to you. I never watched the whole thing. But go ahead. And there's no disrespect at all. I just want to be in all honesty because you might ask me a question about it, and I won't be able to answer that question. But go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna pose a question, and then can I give you a timestamp, and then maybe you could look at it later on down the road?
Sure.
Okay, so like in that interview, the Stearnses had said that I noticed that they had said that Stephen had told them that Maddie was dead. Can I say dead on there?
They're gonna demonetize me anyway. But go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm not very good at the algo talk yet. I'm learning it.
Unalived.
Okay, so Stephen had said that she was unalived before, and he had went for a walk or something. Like, can I just read you what I wrote you an email? I'm sorry, I'm really bad at this. I wrote you an email. And can I just read it to you?
I don't know if I feel comfortable about that. You just wrote me an email. Now you're on the phone. I think you're stalking me, Fuentes. I'm kind of scared now.
It's the same email. It was September 29th, 2024.
Go ahead, read it. Read it out. We want to hear it. Go ahead.
Okay, so it says, I noticed something troubling about the interview with Chris and Deborah Stearns. Mm-hmm. They claim that Stephen told them that he took the dog for a walk and came back to find Maddie unalived that Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know, when did he tell them?
Right.
Like, wasn't he arrested like before she was found unalive? Weren't they still looking for her when he was arrested?
We have a good question. Is that your little one in the background?
Yes.
Oh, congratulations. How old is he or she?
She is 2.
2. That's what's up. That's a good age. So, all right. Where do the Stearns live? What town do they live in?
I don't remember what town
They
live in.
They live in a town called Northport, right?
Right. Yeah.
Who else lives in Northport? I don't know if you're a true crime junkie.
The Laundries.
The Laundries. Let's not put nothing past them. It's possible he may have told them long time before we even found out that she was dead, and maybe they were just holding that in, or maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, because I was thinking they might have known before everything happened, before anybody else knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's possible. It is 100% possible. From the conversations I've had with Stephen Stearns' father behind the scenes, I've never done a video with him, but we have spoken a few times behind the scenes via email and via telephone. His character does not appear to me to be as though he would tolerate that. His mother, on the other hand, I don't know. I can't put nothing past him. I'm sure the mother hates me. I think the father respects me a bit. I'm not going to lie. I think his father respects me, but his mother, I know she hates me because I never pull punches. I think the mother has bad character, and no disrespect, because these people in the public arena, I would never talk about people like this in the real world because I'm respectful. But this is a true crime case. It's a public case. Maddie belonged to all of us, all these people in the public sphere. The parents give interviews on the internet, so obviously they've made themselves public officials. I'm just saying that I think the mother has bad character, but I don't know her, so my opinion means absolutely nothing. It is what it is.
Well, before I get off, can I give you this timestamp? I just wanted to look at it and see. Okay, so it's 1:42:02 is where they say it.
Okay.
And it's the hidden true crime interview. I don't know. It's just been like bothering me. So I just wanted a different perspective.
Sure. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look at it. Appreciate you. Thank you, Fuentes, for calling through. And congratulations on your new little baby girl.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
All right. See you later. All right. Let's do 2 more calls, or just maybe 1 more call. Let me see what time it is. See, I'm looking on time. It's already 13:11. Okay. Welcome to the Strategic Eye Show. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Katie. Katie Burr. I'm in your chat. I'm from Texas.
What's up, Katie? I've seen you before. What's happening? How you been?
Hey, I'm a mom.
You are a mom.
That's why I followed my case.
That's beautiful.
I just need to ask you, Strategic.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, little girls are abused all around the world.
They are?
Maddie's case is so crazy special to a lot of people. Why? Because the mom's involved.
Because who?
That's why. The mom's involved.
Right.
That's why this has blown up to the level that it has, because the mom's involved.
You think so?
Do you agree?
I don't know, because Naziah Harris case, everybody was involved. The grandma, the auntie, everybody was involved, and nobody really cared. So I don't know. I think it's a lot of factors.
I haven't heard of that case.
Yeah, and that's a horrible case. You don't compare. People get mad. Don't you compare? How dare you compare Strategic? But listen, as a commentator, as a talking head, that's basically what I do now, on the side. If you compare them, Naziah Harris is horrible, absolutely horrible. She was verified pregnant. She was groomed by a known pedophile who was a convicted pedophile, and man, but whatever. It's horrible. Gosh. It is what it is. I don't know exactly why Madeline Soto's case is so big. I think because it's by Florida. Some people put the racial aspect in it, but Madeline Soto wasn't even a white girl. She was a Puerto Rican girl. So I don't know what it is. All I know is that I don't care. I'm going to bring awareness to it regardless. I'm going to talk about Madeline. I'm going to talk about Naziah. I'm going to talk about Ayanna. I'm going to talk about everybody. I'm going to talk about that little black boy who was raped by his Caucasian teacher in New Jersey, and now his teacher has a 4-year-old child with him. I'm going to talk about them all because the colors just don't matter. I'm not saying that's what you said. I'm just saying what people are saying on the internet. The colors don't matter to me, man. I just care about children in general. I'm like you. You're a mom. I'm a dad. We just care about these kids, man.
Yeah. Well, I cannot stop watching your channel. A lot of us can't. Again, us parents, it's just when the parents are involved and it comes down to CSAM, you know, that's it's. I can't comprehend it. I can't comprehend it. I cannot. Can't compartmentalize it. Strategic, like I can't. And it's just, I just keep coming back for more, trying to make sense of this, and not making sense.
I'll give you
Jen
some
gets
advice.
arrested, I can't.
I'll give you some advice on how to make sense of it, because I was in your shoes
Doesn't make sense.
a few years ago. How I was able to make sense of it is that I accepted that science does not govern everything in this world, that there is something as real evil, spiritual evil. And once you realize that there are spiritually evil people in this world, like they are like fucking, like I'm talking about devil stuff evil, then it starts to be able, you start to be able to say, okay, this is possible. Stephen Stearns is evil. Jarvis Butts is evil. These are evil people. These are demon seed people. These are people like who have something that is unquantifiable, that you can't count, you can't study it. It's esoteric. That is an aversion to right and wrong, to what is right in this world. And once you start realizing that and accepting that, it's easier to understand that, hey, this happened and it can happen and it will continue to happen. And it's our job as decent people to fight against it and to bring awareness to it. Thank you for calling, caller.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Bye.
you. Have a good one.
Appreciate.
Big shout out to Jaggy B with a $4.99 super chat. Says, so excited to catch a live. Always love your professional reaction. Bless you and your family. Strategic. Thank you so much for supporting me and for being so generous with your super chat. Is there anybody else? Last call. Who wants to be the final caller for the day so I can go and eat some food and get ready for work? Who wants to be the final caller? Thinking super stupid songs. Aki's gonna accuse me of being drunk later. I don't even drink like that. But every time I act crazy on live, she says I'm drunk. I don't get it. Why is Aki so mean to me, guys? She's like the meanest sister on the planet. I don't get it. I don't understand it. She's mean and she's a slave driver and she abuses me on this channel. Guys, last caller who wants to be the final caller. We're looking for a final caller. Call in. Let me know what you're thinking. It doesn't have to be about Stephen Stearns and Madeline Soto and Jen Soto. It could be about anything. Call in. And we'd like to take your call before we get out of here. And if nobody calls in, we'll just call it a day. It is what it is. Anybody else want to call in? I can't just sit here and wait silently. So if you guys don't call in, we're going to call it a day. Go to the comments section. Fly on Your Wall, 1977 says, we have to remember what happened to Maddie doesn't happen overnight. Years of grooming and fear ended her life. We have to figure out the whys and the who is responsible. I agree 1,000%. That's why it's so important for us to cover these cases, because we have to bring awareness, because awareness isn't just about giving justice to that victim. Awareness is about preventing future victims, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do the last comment from Foxy. I was about to close out the show. Foxy says, as a therapist, I realize there are people who are sick in the head and people who are sick in the heart. You can help the former, but not the latter. Only God can. I agree with that 1,000%. And I think that is a good note for us to end the show on. So please consider becoming a member of the show. We do have a membership. We have many different tiers to accommodate different people's financial ability. We have a 99-cent, $3.99, $7.99, and a $29.99. And believe me, there are people on every level who take advantage of it. So please consider becoming a member of the Strategic Eyes Show. And if you want everything and you want extra videos, you want to see me in a light that you can't see me on YouTube because they will censor me, go over to our Patreon, join the Patreon. Some people have a membership and a Patreon. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just trying to give you advice on how to get the best experience from the Strategic Eyes Show. So consider becoming a member. Consider joining the Patreon. Lastly, we ask that you guys hit the like button so we can get into the algorithm so that a larger audience can see this show. So when you come on the Strategic Eyes Show, please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment. Even if you don't have anything to say related to the comment or the topic at hand, just say where you're calling from. Say, hey, I'm calling from France. I'm calling from Turkey. I'm calling from Wyoming. I'm calling from California. Help us get into the algorithm so the show can grow. On that note, I want to thank you for giving me your time on this Saturday morning. I want to see you on the next show. God bless you. Love your family. Watch your children. Take care of your business. Pay your bills and believe in something. If you don't believe in something, then you stand for nothing. I'll see you guys on the next one. Strategic is out of here. Peace.